Hello everyone, to whichever day this video finds you. I'm rarely called to do collective readings, but my spirit team have been asking me this morning to come on and just put a few cards as a collective reading for whoever needs to hear these messages. So I'm sensing that there's probably a lot of shared feelings or emotions going on at the moment, or thoughts that are traveling through the universe to us. Possibly that you're going through similar mirrored challenges. I've been seeing a lot of mirrored numbers recently, so things like 1331 and 1221. So often that is when people are mirroring each other's souls. So I feel like there is this collective energy happening. So for those of you that this resonates with, take away those messages that you feel might help you, or any advice that's coming through. And for anyone else, this reading may not be for you. But there might be some things that you take away with it, or you might just enjoy it, stepping in and looking at these collective energies that are coming through right now. This is a timeless reading, so it may find you at any time and be relevant, even though I am recording it in February. So these energies are sort of timeless. It is a message that will find you at the right time. So let's go over and see which cards, what messages, what suggestions are coming across to you from Spirit. Okay, so the first thing I really want to show you is the crystals I've been drawn to that I'm going to use for this reading. And the first is a piece of rose quartz. And rose quartz is very good at healing our heart chakra, any hurts to our heart. Bringing in very positive emotions of self-love, self-worth, really boosting our own self-confidence and personal power. Now, smaller pieces of rose quartz can be very beneficial under your pillow to promote healthy sleep and healthy dreams. Again, bringing in that unconditional love for yourself and for others around you. You can use larger pieces in your rooms. They will just bring in a really beautiful energy of love within the home. But extremely good if you want to wear them against your skin. Or you can put them, these ones can be put in water, so you can put them in your drinking water, and that will change the vibration of your water to one of self-love and self-care. So very important that feels this month. The other thing I was really drawn to use today is this selenite angel. So I've seen selenite carved in lots of different shapes before. And it is used as a master crystal actually to charge other crystals and cleanse and clear energies. But I've never seen one as an angel before. So this to me was so unique. And it actually has, to me, its wings look like a huge love heart. Now selenite, as I said, is a master crystal. It's very clearing and cleansing to other crystals, but also our own auric field and our own energies. So if you need to clear negativity away, you're trying to cleanse things that have become heavy in your energy, then selenite is very, very good for that. Extremely good at connecting to spirit. So if your intuition, connecting to the crown chakra at the top of our head. Beautiful crystal, this one. And it was just something I was completely drawn to. You can see it with the candle below it, that it will conduct light very well. Light passes through this very easily. And often they are displayed on a lamp, so that the light coming through them actually, it's emitting those frequencies within the light. Now, the other thing I was drawn to bring down is a spell jar for self-love. So I already feel, and it is actually, the wax used here was a pink wax. So I do really feel that there is possibly messages that are going to come through about our own feelings about ourselves actually, and about our own self-worth and self-love. This particular jar contains rose petals. Again, I was really drawn to that. So it may be that roses are very influential in your life at the moment, or the smell of rose around you. Okay, the candle I'm using, if anyone is pulled to scry or use candles in their readings, is a bay and bergamot. Really refreshing, very cleansing smell again. So I do feel like we're possibly going to be needing to clear away negative energies that are making us feel a bit heavy, giving us a bit of a low vibration at the moment. So the first thing I want to do is I want to draw a charm. So I'm just going to close my eyes and ask for a collective charm. Okay, and we have the lion. Now the lion to me always makes me think of strength. So here we go, linked with Leo, the star sign Leo, which is a fire sign as well. I think that's linked to July and August. Okay, so the cards I'm using, these are an oracle card, and these will hopefully bring us some collective energies and messages from spirit. These are called the Wild Child Oracle, if you're interested in them. So this is the Idleness card. Now this card has actually been coming out in quite a few readings that I've been doing recently. So our first card, Idleness. Now I want to go over to our Angel Connection cards. See what messages, energies, advice there is for the collective, please. And we have here, angels are often felt but not seen. You might experience a cold, tingling feeling on your skin or the back of your neck. Fear not, this is an angel drawing close to you. So again, like our selenite there, showing spirit are very near. You may be receiving downloads, you may be receiving synchronicities or physical touch, hearing sounds, hearing your name, or just voices. So just trusting your intuition at the moment. If you're getting any downloads or any voices or suggestions in your head that feel like they've come from nowhere. Lovely. So we have the Mask, we have the Lilies, and we have the Mountain. Okay, so I'm going to go over and pull some tarot cards for you. Now these are called the Before Tarot. They're based on the original images from the Rider-Waite deck, but they are taken just before the pictures imagined in the Rider-Waite deck. So the messages do differ slightly, or they have an additional message with them. We had another flipper in there as well. Let's have a look. It might have fallen. No, there it is. Okay, we've got quite a few here. We have the Temperance card. We have the Eight of Swords. Let me just move my water out of the way. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the beautiful Queen of Wands. And then these that flew. Let's have a look. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Three of Cups. And we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, let's go over then and have a look at those collective messages that are coming through. Okay, so the first thing I want to have add a little bit more information to is about this lovely lion charm here. So as I said, related to Leo, and in tarot, the Strength card, which is also linked with the Sun. Okay, so strength, courage, justice sometimes, and pride. So reclaiming really your inner power here, inner strength, and being courageous. So I'm also getting the message of some of you might be wrestling with something at the moment. And literally I'm thinking about, like biblical stories where they wrestle with the lion. But yeah, that's just as an image that I had in my head. But I think for most people, there is a period here of needing some bravery, some strength, some courage with our beautiful lion there. So I want to have a look at our angel card a bit more. So our message here from the angels, basically of sensing them around you. I think some of us are really feeling that the veil between ourselves and spirit is very thin at the moment. Lots and lots of downloads, lots of synchronicities, and definitely physical touch. Maybe taps. It might feel like your hair is being stroked. You might just feel almost like a hug around you. Could be that you're smelling someone's aftershave or perfume. I've had a couple of people recently say this to me. So yeah, just keeping a real keen interest on those things and seeing what they might relate to for you. So the angels here bring protection and guidance, also bringing comfort, particularly if there are any challenging times around you. So yeah, look out for any gut feelings at the moment or meaningful coincidences, those synchronicities. And also could be things you're dreaming about. You might be having really vivid dreams, messages coming through, particularly if you're not someone who remembers your dreams or pays much attention to them. If you're suddenly getting really vivid or powerful dreams that you are suddenly remembering or recalling in the morning, there might be messages coming through for you there. Now, I'm first of all drawn to do this mask card, okay? So our mask card here, just try and get that so you can see that. So there's a real importance of being strong at the moment, and strength within yourself, strength within connections to others. And yeah, just like an inner strength, I think. I'm just getting it's something inside. I'm being told to ask yourself, is someone around you wearing a mask? Or is that mask slipping occasionally, where you see almost like Jekyll and Hyde I'm being shown here with this happy and this sad face. This is almost like the theatrical mask, isn't it? I can't remember what that's called. So a real message here to be yourself if you're wearing a mask. Try and be yourself as much as possible here and speak the truth. Speak your truth. Don't hold back. I mean, obviously we have to all monitor what we say sometimes, don't we? And be a bit more cautious and mindful of those around us. But yeah, really allowing people to see who you are. Sense of balance here with these two pillars and the sun and the moon, bringing in an inner balance, a physical balance to life. There might be, you're trying to balance up different areas here. Also a bit of creativity, as I said, with the theatrical side, might be singing, could be dancing, something on stage. I'm getting messages of self-searching here. So looking within, doing inner work on ourselves. Maybe we're noticing changes within ourselves. And also, be true to yourself. Even if you can't always speak your truth, try and show in your actions the true you. Okay, now getting something, definitely a download here from spirit with all this light at the crown. Could be that you're having many more spiritual connections. Now the selenite angel we had obviously linked to the crown there. So I do feel like you are having a very strong connection with spirit at this time. There we go, 30 to 40. Okay, so I feel like these cards are possibly linked here with the numerology there. So there's progression happening. So these are the lilies, and I think they're called arum lilies or peace lilies. And these symbolize peace, purity, and beauty. Our lilies do. And again, that's linked very closely with that selenite crystal. So I do feel that there is bringing a period of rest for you. You might currently be in this period where you're feeling tired or withdrawn or low in energy. So if you feel this way, it's really important that you trust your body and you let it rest. Even if it's 5 extra minutes, just, sitting with your feet up, reading the paper, having a cup of tea, whatever you can do that helps you unwind, allow your energies to rebuild. Definitely getting a sense that there might be others around you feeling that way, particularly because I've been drawn to do a group reading, but also because of this mirroring behind. We've got the stained glass window and we have the lilies in front of it. So there could be other people around you that are sharing this similar energy at the moment, but a definite message that peace and harmony is coming in, but just allow yourself this period where you can unwind, rest and rejuvenate. Now I'm going to go over to the mountain next, but something I've noticed is the way I've laid the cards down, I've put the mountain and the idleness card next to one another, and both are numbered 21. So that makes me think these are very linked. Now, the other card that came up next to the mountain on the other side is the Eight of Cups. And again, it has the mountains behind it. And this card, you can use these cards to play card games. So this is also linked to the Eight of Cups, or the Eight of Clubs. And this is the number 8 of Cups. So again, I feel these 3 cards are telling a story, that they're coming together. So let's start with the mountain card on its own first. So here's our mountain, and we have this gorgeous stag here in the foreground. So the mountain is uphill struggles, challenges, things to overcome, obstacles. It can be delays or difficulties. So this is a period of time possibly that you're going through with the snow-capped mountains. I feel it's relevant for winter. It could be that you've already been going through this, or it might be that it's a period that's beginning in your life now. But it is changing because we have these glaciers, this water running here, and we have new growth here with springtime with these trees. So I feel like this will be coming to an end. It's shifting and moving, but there is this sense of difficulty or delay happening. But it will be, even if it's something you have to endure or it's tricky to maneuver through, you are going to overcome any obstacles, because mountains often symbolize new horizons, new opportunities, okay? Looking ahead, seeing it from another perspective. Now, with the stag here, this is a message of keep going. The stag symbolizes, very similar to the lion actually, pride, independence, strength and purification. Again, this purification, this cleansing, this clearing is coming. So yeah, shedding of the old. If you think about the stag losing its horns every year, they shed the horns and they regrow them. So definitely a period of time where change is coming. This uphill battle is finishing, and you will be feeling much more regenerated, rejuvenated and refreshed. Now this could last into early spring, but I feel like this is just symbolic of a period of time that's coming to a close for you. Now, the other thing with stags is they are bringers of messengers, just like angels. So it may be that you're going to receive messages. You might have already had messages. It could be information coming your way. Now, because this card is linked with the idleness, here we're being told that if this challenge becomes difficult, we need to rest. Again, another card of rest, pausing, stopping, allowing yourself time to regather your energy. Okay, so just allow yourself time when you need to take it slow. So the other message of idleness is to enjoy the journey. Yes, it's challenging. Sometimes it's difficult and you have to have that endurance to overcome it. But actually the journey is part of your learning. It's part of the process. Okay, so take that time to rest and reflect. Trust the process. Trust that you're going in the right direction. There's no rush here. Okay, so slow down. This is not a race. I'm seeing the hare and the tortoise race here. Slow and steady wins the race. So yeah, it's not a sprint. There's also a real connection to spirit here with the bird. So yeah, keep your mind open to receiving guidance on this journey, particularly if it's troubling you or tricky, or it's weighing heavy on you. If you feel like you're carrying a burden with it, reach out to spirit, ask if they can help you. If you're if you're finding it difficult, just to take that weight off your shoulders, or ask them if they'll carry it for a while for you. But definitely reaching out to spirit. But this difficult period is finishing. We have the water lilies here, linking again with our lilies. And water lilies spend most of their life as a bulb at the bottom of muddy ponds and still water. And then at the right moment, they emerge into these beautiful, beautiful flowers. So this is your emergence, this is growth. And if you look, the more you slow down and take your time, the the growth is happening around you. Okay, so yeah, the moss here growing on the tortoiseshell because it's taking so long, but actually that is your growth, that's your life experience. So try and enjoy the journey, find the goodness in it each day, and look for the things that you're learning, how you've improved already. How would you have dealt with this situation in the past? Have you moved forward? Okay, so now I'm going to go over to this Eight of Cups, because I feel that's linked again with this challenge, this period of challenge and rest. So the Eight of Cups here, you've received all you needed from a particular situation. If you imagine you've drunk from all the cups and you're now on the last one. So you're sort of finishing off something. This is a chapter that's about to close. So if there are situations, if it's a job or a connection, you've sort of had all you needed from it, okay, particularly emotionally, and now you're feeling ready to move on, move forward, again with these mountains, to new horizons. And it is going to be an easy ride for you. It might feel like it's going to be tricky, but the waters around you here are all calm. So the seas around you are calm, the emotions are still, and you will know when it's the right time to move forward. It's time for new adventure. So once you've paused for rest, he's stopping here for a drink. So again, another reminder actually for drinking lots of water, just as a side note. But yeah, once you've taken this time to rest, be thankful for the experiences you've had and then move on, okay? There'll be new challenges, new opportunities ahead of you, but they're all positive and they're all leading you forward on your journey, okay? So this is a really positive card. Now the sun and the moon being together here as well is very similar to our mask cards. We have both day and light. We're balancing things in our life. We're balancing our needs, our desires, our passion, and then we're going to strive on this journey. So I do feel there's something to let go of, something to leave behind, but you're going to know what that is. Okay, take that time during these challenges to figure out what it is you need to leave behind and where it is you're headed. Where do you want to go? Start planning for that future. Now, again, I feel these two cards are linked. We had the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So there's progression. You're moving on to this new period. So our Nine of Cups here, he is filling the cups. So again, I'm getting a sense that emotionally you might be feeling quite drained. Our cups in the tarot are symbolic of our emotions. So you're refilling, you're needing to pause and fill up your cup, fill your emotions. So this is a period of improvement. Your emotions are going to be improving and you're definitely going to start feeling more energized. Now, I feel that wishes are being made and granted, the Nine of Cups being a card of wish fulfillment. So you're manifesting something. Now, I don't know if you're manifesting something that relates to children here with this card, because the children aren't quite being seen, but they're definitely in the picture. So if you're manifesting something that relates to children or around children or something in your childhood, it's definitely coming to you. This period is coming to you. Now, this card is before the original tarot picture. In the original picture, this gentleman is sitting on the stool, his cups are all overflowing, okay? So he has reached his goal. This card is telling me you're not quite there yet, but this goal is coming to you, you are on your way, and all you need to do is take that seat and rest and allow it to come to you, okay? So another card confirming this period of just being. You don't have to do anything at that point, just rest when you need to rest, okay? But yes, something relating to children here. And maybe whatever you're doing is going to be improving lives of children. That's a very specific thing. That might just be for some people. But yeah, wish fulfillment here. And definitely when you're feeling it, take that time to sit and rest. Now let's go over to our Temperance card. Again, it's someone refilling their cup. Definitely time for you to be looking at why you're feeling. Excuse me. I'm just going to take a drink. Sorry. Oh, just knocked my crystals over. Sorry. So definitely a time for you to be just stopping, taking that pause to allow your emotional side to come into balance again. So bringing that balance to you. It might be weighing up decisions as well. because the Temperance card, she actually pours from one cup to another. So it could be a time where you are having to share your emotions with others, but be really mindful of how you're feeling. So yeah, don't just pour into someone else's cup. Make sure that you are not being drained, really. So there's definitely a sense here of finding answers or bringing this equilibrium back into your life, bringing balance back to a situation. There's also a sense of blending things together, bringing two elements together. So that could be your spiritual side and your logical side. It could be a work-life balance. It could just be bringing yourself into alignment again. Sometimes as I said, we're giving too much and not receiving enough back. So just checking in really with yourself, the situations around you and how you're feeling. Again, I'm really drawn to the fact that this is an angel. So angel messages, angel guidance here. The Temperance card is all about bringing balance and harmony and love into your life. So yeah, balancing all those areas, and another beautiful reminder, reassurance that this harmony and peace is coming back to you. And also I'm getting a message of a healthy approach to life. So if at the moment you're thinking, I really need to change that, I need to do something about maybe your nutrition, maybe your health, maybe what you're consuming, i.e. watching on television, what you're eating, things you're bringing into your life, it's time to evaluate them as well and bringing a healthy energy into your life. So it can be all aspects. It's not just the spiritual aspects of loving ourselves. We can do that with being physically active, with taking care of the things that we are reading, seeing, like watching the news. If we're watching things and it's lowering our vibration, if we're eating things and it's lowering our vibration, there is a message here that some of you are thinking, really need to do something about that. And the angel guidance is that they're there to help you. They're going to help you succeed in this. And don't go too far one way or the other. Don't do anything extreme. Just start realizing we just need balance. We just need to bring everything in. It's a give and take. It's moderation. It's allowing ourselves, some of what you love does you good, but too much obviously can do you harm. So just again, bringing that balance, and definitely something about going with the flow. If you're desperately seeking a direction at the moment, allow yourself just to go where you're guided. Really follow your gut, follow your instincts here. And if there are coincidences or dreams or those synchronicities we spoke about that are leading you in a certain direction, if it feels right, you need to go for it. You need to really stand on solid ground. Dip that one, dip your foot in the water, dip your toe in and explore. Okay, let me shuffle this. I've just tried to pick up my crystals. So our next card is the Eight of Swords. Okay, so our Eight of Swords here. This is someone who's feeling very trapped, but they're possibly feeling trapped by their own thoughts. Swords in tarot representing our thoughts, okay? So these can be our fears, they can be our old beliefs, old thinking patterns, things that have happened in the past that we fear will happen again in the future, okay? But they're outdated, the tide's gone out, those things you don't need them anymore, so you can let go of them, okay? Now, there could be a person involved in your entrapment, okay? An outside force. That could be a boss, a relationship, it could be a connection around you that makes you feel, God, I can't make that next step. I feel really trapped here. Okay, now this lady is dressed all in red, so she needs some courage. She needs to be really brave. She needs to find her passion. She needs to be extremely powerful in her own knowing. So this is, again, it's going back to that self-worth, self-love, okay, self-dependence. But at the moment, I think there's something you can't really see a way out of, okay, but you can free yourself. These bindings are actually quite loosely tied, and if she just removed them, she could take that blindfold off and see. So yeah, getting rid of those old behaviours, those old thought patterns, that old belief. Remove the blindfold and see what you must see. There's something you haven't seen yet. Have courage. Have courage here. There's a period of self-reflection here with the puddles. We can see within them. So maybe things are going to be shown to you. We've talked a lot about mirroring. We talked about that inner world, looking inwards. But also I'm seeing some of you might be doing scrying, either with candles, mirrors, crystal balls, or just trying to focus on an external thing where you're able then to gain information and insights. You might even be having slight visions when you're doing your scrying. Those things are going to be delivering messages to you. Okay, now sometimes this can be seen that this person comes in to free you, but they can't see their way either. So don't always trust someone else's opinion. You need to really trust your inner guidance here. Okay. Also being told something about a hood. I don't know if that relates to anybody. It's very specific. Something about a hood is coming in there. And again, someone who maybe, when we're talking about this angel guidance being tapped on your neck or shoulder, and I had this vision earlier for a very good friend about spirit being around their neck or their shoulder, and again this image coming through really clearly here. So I don't know if that's a specific message for that person or whether that is a general sense of how spirit are contacting some of you. Just something around your neck or your hair. As I said, maybe on your tapping on your shoulder, could be someone standing at your shoulder if you're feeling a sense of someone behind you. But the end of this situation is in sight. Okay, so the tarot finishes at the number 10. And so this being a 9, this situation is nearly over. Okay, and home is in sight. We can see our way home. It's guiding us. So we're nearly at the end of this period. Okay. So next we have the 3 of Cups, and this is a beautiful card. It's lovely energy. So the 3 of Cups here, we're talking about friendship, community, colleagues, just a group of you having fun, okay? And you all see through, the fog, if you like. You see through, I'm just going to say it, you're seeing through the bullshit. There's something that as friends you don't mess about, you don't wear masks. These are people you can trust. You can be yourself completely with them, okay? So spirit wants you to let your hair down. They want you to have fun. They want you to dance and sing and do whatever you love. I'm getting something about passion, something you're really passionate about. Follow it, particularly if there's a group of you that want to go and explore that. This can be holidays. This can be joining a new group. This can be finding your tribe, okay? So reaching out to others, and knowing that all your hard work is paying off. They're reaping their rewards here. So yeah, just do what feels good. Just know that you don't have to feel guilty about the things you love, the things you enjoy. Be a bit frivolous. Go wild, really, I'm being told. Now for somebody, there's something about wine tasting, wine tour, or they're thinking about setting up maybe a business selling wine, making wine, or bottles, decorating wine bottles. But I'm seeing something to do with wine here. And obviously they're squeezing the grapes here into the cups. So they're using all the things that they worked so hard to produce to enjoy it. So enjoy the fruits of your labour. Whatever you're doing, take time to rest and also just enjoy it. Again, it's that enjoy the journey, but also enjoying those people around you. Now, we have the 6 of Pentacles next. Now, this sat underneath the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is all about balance. And here again, we have the scales, all about balance. So I feel that this is very linked. It came directly beneath that Temperance card. So a real need for balancing here has come through very strongly in this reading. So there are a lot of us, I think, at the moment struggling to balance different parts of our lives. And this 6 of Pentacles is about balancing how much you give. So again, it's energy, it's emotion, it's money, it's your time. So just balance what you're doing for other people or situations. Maybe you're giving too much to work, maybe you're giving too much to colleagues. I know if we have children, obviously we always give to our children, but it can be very draining of our energy. It can be very draining of our finances. So the message here is to don't go short yourself, okay? Only give what you can afford to give in any area: energy, time, money, love, only give what you've got to give. Don't give too much, because you will end up in burnout. You'll end up drained, and then you're going to struggle. And your spirit guides, the angels, don't want you to struggle because you're over giving, okay? So make sure that you're balancing what's being given and what's being taken. Is someone expecting too much from you at the moment? Are they asking too much of you? Or are you asking too much of yourself? Or possibly you could be overly taking, and you might be realizing that you've been taking a bit too much and you need to balance that. I'm just being told as well by Spirit, this is a reminder to keep your boundaries and moderation in things. So make sure if you say no, you withhold that. There's a reason. If you say, actually, I can't do that, then, you know, people have to respect that. That's not healthy behavior if they're not respecting your boundaries. So a real reminder for the no is so difficult, particularly when you're very loving and you're giving in nature. It's, you know, often if you're a parent, we struggle, don't we? Because we want to show our love, we want to give love. But sometimes we have to just say, do you know, I can't do it today, or I'm really sorry, not today. Whether that's friends coming back for dinner, whether that's a lift somewhere, whether it's, can I just have another tenner? Sometimes it's saying, do you know what, actually at this point, that's not doable for me, and not feeling guilty. Leave the guilt behind. But yeah, really balancing up how much you're giving at this point, lovelies. Taking care of ourselves and our own needs, as well as the needs of others. And in fact, Spirit said to me, you need to put yourselves first. Not always, but ourselves come first, because if we're drained and we're not able to, if we don't hold enough energy, we're unable to give in the way we want to. And then we feel disappointed, despondent, and it's a vicious cycle. It's a downward spiral. So it is really imperative to take that time for ourselves and learning when to say no. Just don't let people keep moving the goalposts. Okay, so Queen of Wands, my favourite queen, I think, the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands, excuse me, is a very vivacious, she's passionate, she's confident, and she's independent, okay? So this is all the energies Spirit are saying you possess, but you need to make sure you are bringing these forward within yourself. Trust that they're there. If you don't feel confident in them, you need to strive to find them. This is your life purpose, is to feel the way this queen feels. You deserve to feel this way, okay? Now, real spirit connection here with the black cats, but also a connection to friends. Very good, trusted, loyal companions being around you. It can be that there's a very good companion around you who she embodies the Queen of Wands, and maybe we need a bit more of her in our lives, okay? So I'm also getting, there's no place like home, with the ruby slippers poking out. So she's a very home-loving person. Possibly you are very house-proud. You are, family-orientated, and you just have this ability to make anywhere you are home. People around you feel like you're home. It's your energy that you're exuding. You give off this glorious energy of peace and harmony, which has come through very strong in this reading. Now, definitely asking you to bring yourself back into alignment with energy. She's a high energy queen. She is courageous, she's confident, and she's full of encouragement and enthusiasm. Now, there's a lot of attraction about this person. People are pulled towards you. Like the sunflower here, the sunflower always faces the sun. It moves to follow the sun. So there's something you need to be seen more doing, or people are going to start seeing you. Now, that might fill you with terror at the idea of being seen if you don't have a lot of confidence. So again, Spirit wanting you desperately, asking you to find ways to heal whatever it is that's lowered your confidence. Whatever makes you feel not worthy enough, not good enough, or that you just want to hide away, they're going to bring some opportunities to you where you can be seen and make you feel comfortable with that. Now, they might bring a companion with you. There might be a new person coming into you. It could be a new spirit guide, or it could be a new friend or a new connection that you meet someone, and it compels you to want to do more. And actually, you push yourself out of your comfort zone to become more of the Queen of Wands. Okay, and that's the goal, really. That's the goal of this enlightenment within. Because when we really truly feel those things about ourselves, everything else falls into place. We put our boundaries in. We don't let people take more than we want to give them. We ensure our own energy is full up, we ensure that we're receiving the right care and we're giving ourselves the right care. We have this ability to be courageous and speak our truth, to be ourselves. So it's really beautiful energy, and energy I hope we can all step into, regardless of gender. The Queen is just representing a feminine style of energy. So it's nurturing, it's loving, it's gentle, but it's bold. It's very powerful, very connected with spirit and full of intuition. She follows her gut instinct. If it doesn't feel right, she'll walk away. And she's not fearful of being on her own if she needs to be independent, to do things by herself, but yet she can come together really well with others. So beautiful energy. Hold that one dear. If you feel there's areas you're lacking, they're just little pointers, little advice really to work on that, because we all deserve to feel this beautiful Queen power. And finally, we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so we went from the 6 here to the 7. Again, it's this progress, it's moving forwards. Any energies you're currently in are shifting, and the advice from Spirit here will just help you move along into that sooner, and it will make that transition period easier for you. So our 7 of Wands here. Now, the message with this card that came through from Spirit was you need to stand up from yourself. You're on your knees. Now, you might be on your knees physically at the moment if you're extremely tired or you're finding things really challenging. Things are weighing heavy on your mind, and it's time to stand up, okay? Your beliefs and your feelings matter. And your physical feelings, you know, how you're feeling. If you think, I'm just exhausted, I have to go to bed early, I can't go out at the weekend, I have to say no. This is your message from Spirit to stand up for yourself. Take the things you need, okay? Now, if people are opposing your opinions or your views or your desires, then it's time to really stand up against them, but not in an aggressive manner. This is a time of peace here. It's almost like, you know, he's on his knees, he's showing vulnerability, but you're allowed to voice your opinion. You're allowed to say how you feel, and it should be heard. Don't be fearful, don't be afraid. So yeah, making yourself heard. Now, again, this card talks about setting boundaries. And I've just been told by Spirit, and I see it on the picture very clearly, you don't need to beg for things in your life, okay? If you're not asking, you know, you're not begging for things, you shouldn't be able to say what you'd like, say what your desires are, your passions, your dreams, your goals, without begging for them. It shouldn't be hard work. You deserve these things, you work hard. Now it's time for you to be able to have the things in your life that you desire. Not just the things you need, they're the basics, but actually things you want. They're coming to you. So the things in life that you want are attracting to you, like the Queen. And I'm being told to have strength and be brave. Okay, have strength and be brave here, because there is an element of not standing up for yourself. But there's the wand here. It's going to help you prop yourself up. It's a gift. It's there. You have this strength. It's just learning to tap into it. But I think through February, you feel a bit like you're on your knees here. You're feeling a bit low, you feel a bit on the edge. But just know your prayers are being answered. These things are coming to you. You're attracting, you are manifesting, and you are going to be able to stand tall again. You are going to be standing tall, standing proud in this Queen of Wands energy, knowing that your cups are filled. Your wish is coming to you. Okay, my lovelies? So that's the energy I'm sensing here from this collective reading. As I say, this will not resonate with everybody. Take the bits that they mean something to you, they feel meaningful, leave the rest behind. Spirit are trying to channel through to groups of people, but there is a sense of this overriding need for resting, allowing yourself just to come back into balance, into alignment. Take that time, put your feet up for a bit, say no when you need to, and keep that self-love, that self-worth has come through very, very strongly. And that came right from the very beginning of this reading when I just was thinking about energies and picking those crystals. And with our beautiful lion. You may also see lions around you. I'm seeing spirit animals, totem animals. And actually I'm being shown somebody drawing this on themselves. So either literally drawing it on you or a tattoo or something. Someone has a lion, which feels very relevant in this reading. definitely progress happening. The linking between cards here and the way the numerology is running into the reading is showing that there is movement. So if you feel that you're stuck, if you feel that you'll never find a way out, that things are stagnant and you can't see the wood for the trees, Spirit are asking you just to trust them. They're there with you. Call upon them when you need them, and just trust the process. Trust that you're heading in the right direction. And if it feels uphill at the moment, it feels like a challenge or there's an obstacle, you are going to overcome it. So just know that today is a good day and it's just going to get better. Just knowing that feeling of there's optimism, better times are coming ahead. Okay, lovelies. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. Thank you for listening if you got to this point. Sending you lots of love and hoping that anything that has been a bit challenging soon is cleared ahead of you and you're seeing those brighter skies. Definitely as we come into spring, we'll be seeing them anyway. Take good care. Lots of love. Bye.